Hello, welcome back to Tactical Chile.
Does it swap
We are
back to
back.
the preview page?
We are back.
Are we back?
Yeah, we are back,
On
Charlie.
my screen, it's the tactical chili page. It's not.
Yes. So Charlie, just going to tell Charlie we are trying a new system, and Charlie, um, it is a little bit lost. I
Hi
swapped the
everyone.
I changed the recording app, and and now Charlie cannot see what I'm seeing. You still
Now,
seeing the intro?
no, I can see you now.
Oh,
Hello.
perfect. Hello, Charlie. How are you, man?
I'm still tired, but surviving.
Yeah,
It's good to
yeah,
be
yeah,
home.
yeah. It's good to have you back, bro. It's good to have you back. You went to what? The other side of the world, play Warhammer, painted in the plane. Um, Probably read a bunch of data to help with the matchups and the stuff, and now you're back. And I guess you ate a lot of cheese burgers with blue cheese and beer.
Actually, no, we I didn't
Oh,
have any burgers with blue cheese because it wasn't on the menu anymore. I couldn't find it.
oh, fire
Yeah,
out.
Hayden
Okay.
actually asked me about it and said, "Where's this burger with blue cheese?" I was like, "Well, I can't see it on the menu." And I think before it was an add-on. You order a burger, you can add blue cheese, but yeah, they didn't have it as an add-on
Oh,
anymore. Yeah,
okay. So you sold everybody
on the
during
yeah, and then they just
all the
didn't
blue
have it.
cheeses.
That's, I mean, yeah,
That is
the
hilarious.
burgers were
Okay.
still really, really good, but
Did
unfortunately,
did
no blue
Jonty like
cheese.
them? Because or is Lone Star is better?
No, the burgers are better.
No, I know, but Jonty apparently loves Warhammer and Lone Star. So it's just
No, he
just
was just
checking.
promised Lone Star, and he really wanted to go that one time.
I know, I know. I'm just pulling his hairs. That's so
Doesn't have
good,
much
bro.
here.
I didn't want to go down that road. Yes. But yes, we will talk about John T because there is kind of interesting news. Most people already knows, but some may not.
Mm.
Happy birthday, John T. It was his birthday last this week, so
Oh yeah, 50th,
good
right?
man. Yeah,
Happy
yeah,
birthday,
yeah, yeah.
mate. Yeah,
He is now senior citizen, I think, like
yeah.
Hayden. But so good. But yes, I guess this episode will be a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We will do a full review of WTC in I guess a couple of episodes because it's not can we cannot do it in one go.
Yep.
We'll be probably we will bring some guests to share the experience. Will be of course you that you went there, but also some of the lads that went down,
Yeah,
went
that's
up.
it. Yeah, because I'm thinking it was actually a very interesting experience this time, being from the coaching team and every single round, just across every single game. I have to say this experience was totally different from playing last year. In some ways, it was a lot more tiring because you're trying to keep track of every single game and figuring out, trying to project forward what the score is. You know, it's some rounds we were very, very tight. Um, so yeah, I'm thinking if we do a dedicated episode just for the WTC Teams event, and we'll
Yeah,
invite one of the boys on and talk through every single round. Because looking at the scores and how we actually did doesn't really reflect just how
yeah.
close some of those games were and what happened.
And I
Um,
think the other part is interesting because when we managed to see you guys went into the streaming and the Mexico round, yeah, we could see Alex playing, and they were talking about the other games. And I guess that experience that was really cool because you start thinking how you guys in the sideline trying to project the future, and at what stage you realize, oh cool, we are sweet ass, we are fucked, or we need to keep pushing because it's too tight. So
yeah,
all those things, I guess it's really will be really interesting. It's a completely, as you said, it's completely different game. Yes, you are not playing, but technically you are in a position of being very very close with the team and those results, which is quite
Yeah.
interesting, I guess.
So yeah, got a lot of learnings because we did play a lot of the tier one sort of teams like Netherlands, Austria, Canada, and they had a very, very strong coaching staff component and contingent. Um, for example, Canada team, it was the non-players that were doing all the pairings.
Yeah.
So the
Oh,
players, like
okay.
the vice captain and things like that, they weren't actually part of the pairings team. Um, and Netherlands, I sat down with the Netherlands coaching team, and we actually discussed a lot of what the staff team actually do. So they actually had more like a mini operations center rather than coaches per se. So yeah, a lot of learnings. We'll dive into it during the WTC deep dive episode. But I thought today we could talk about my own experience going through Warmasters as well, and a little bit of what's coming up for
Yes,
Tactical Chile.
we have during Charlie went away, he was working hard with the team New Zealand, but we in the background, we both have been working a little bit of, I guess, what we want for the future of Tactical Chile.
Hmm.
The events this year is almost done. Believe it or not, it's bloody almost the end. So we are already thinking on 2025, um, and what we are going to be doing during 2025 as Tactical Chile, and trying to bring more events, different standards, trying to do fun things for everybody. So
Yeah, and let's talk about
yeah.
the last episode with you and Ryan and Tate, just trash talking me for an hour.
No, actually, probably yes, was true. We roast you. Sorry, Charlie, but I was like, was natural. The thing just flow. Your backyard, our preparation for that back, that things that people didn't know about the Chili Cartel, how many hours we spent in your backyard talking and drinking beer and doing list and redoing list to the point that was yeah, sorry, what
Uh, to be
was the
fair,
moment.
if we drank less beer and did more prep, we could have done a bit better.
Yeah, I think so. I think I love you, Ryan, but you couldn't bring with a better case of Space Marine at that point instead of later. So,
No, it's all
but
good.
it's all good.
No, actually, me and John T shared a room, so we actually listened to the episode before going to bed one night, and it was crack up. It was funny.
We will try to keep it very chill, just because. Yeah, we were going to the tournament. Ryan wanted to talk about WTC too because he was very excited about that, and he has his own views with his experience of last year, and Tate was there just enjoying how much shit we were talking. So it was a great episode. I can tell you I had a really good time. You can see that we went a little bit too far maybe, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, but yes, this is pretty much us. Well, you went to WTC. You were part of the coach. I have a picture that we are allowed to share. That is our good friend Chris Voss, also part of the coach team with you. That is a hangar, yes. Talk,
Yeah,
talk
so
us
this
talk,
is
talk us about
this is
this.
the event venue. So both Warmasters and WTC were held here. What you're seeing is probably about a third of the tables in that picture,
The, Okay, so
maybe a
by
quarter.
the look,
Yeah,
yeah, I was going to ask you because by the look of that door there, I was going to say, well, this is the middle of the place.
that is the
Uh,
middle. Yeah. So in the
holy sh!
background, you can see like a little a bar area, like a little container bar
Yes.
thing. So there were two of those bars. This is about the middle, and there's a whole other. You know how we have top tables when we talk about the table numbers and the top
Yes.
pairings going to the top tables and stuff. There was a whole side of the room that was just if you look at table sets for teams, the top
Yep.
10 or 12 sets basically were on one side of the hangar for WTC.
Oh,
So yeah, it got really interesting because all of the basically the top half of the pairings would play on one side of the room.
cool. And
Yeah,
so,
and
because
then
I saw also that it was well, we saw that you guys got Mexico on one of the streams, but there
yeah,
was
so the
more than
stream
one
tables.
streaming.
Yes, so there was a French streaming channel. There was War Games Live with Joe and Adam, and then there was maybe one or two other streaming sets. Where if your country has a live stream, that they want to run all of the games, then I think what happens is your team can just play on those tables every single round. They will manually adjust things around, and your opponents will come and play on
Oh,
the stream tables. So all of your games are streamed.
that is so cool, man.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Whereas War Games Live, they had the one main stream table set up, but next to it, they
Yes.
had a big long camera pole with a
Yes.
360-degree camera at the top, and then all of the other tables around so it can actually look at all the other games while it's progressing. And
Yes.
this year, what they did different is they had the scoring computer on every single table. For the
That
non-streamed ones, it's the
I
simplified
know.
version, so they can look at the round, all up.
That was I guess that was the best part. I stayed too up late watching in my bedroom TV. My wife was not happy because it's like, What is this, brother? EU,
But
basically."
that's Charlie.
Uh,
That's Charlie. Look, it's Charlie.
that yeah, I said to my wife, "Oh, that's Charlie," and Olivia actually saw you in the TV, and she recognized you. That's Charlie. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's Charlie. As in the other bloody side of the world, and I was so happy because I could see the logo on from Corellian Factory in the back of the players.
Yeah,
So you normally see the back of the players. So that was the logo of Corellia. I was like, I'm there.
that's funny.
And the
So
other,
I tried to get the tactical Chile objective markers onto the stream table, and they're like, no, you have to use ours.
yes, you need to use the ones for the other thing. But I jumped into the stream as tactical Chile. So when they were playing, and at some point they were discussing about what were the things that Tosi was activated by the for the war leaders. What are the buff? So he had the tokens that I sent with you, the big tokens.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
yeah.
was putting the tokens on top of the containers. So I got and comment to the guys. It's like, look at the top of the container. There is two tokens. There is the buffs, and they did a zoom on the tokens. They were shit tokens because I did it the last night because they were asking. So I was like, damn, could it have done so much better? But they zoomed the stuff, and they was like, oh, thank you, tactical Chile. There is the buff, and it's like, and I was like, I couldn't resist. I made the tokens.
That's funny. Yeah, you dropped them off at my place, what, 2 hours before I flew out, went to the airport? Yeah,
Yes, basically. So he went. I saw that he went for the big ones because I did two sizes. He went for the big ones.
yeah,
So it was cool. It was really cool because I was like watching the stuff. It's like, yeah, that was me. That was me.
yeah,
So yeah, now
yeah.
interesting stuff, man. So sorry, I divagated, but this is amazing. Really massive, massive event. How the heck you don't get lost about this shit, man? Did you lost
Uh,
time looking for where your tables are, or you kind
no,
of
it was
like, oh,
actually very well set up.
okay,
The table numbers were really easy to see. Oh, so when the individual events, you go look for your table number, but the teams event, it's a set of tables. So they have the pairings table in the middle, and then the 8 playing tables around it. So you just got to find your pairings table, and then you know exactly where you are. It was very well set
that
up. You
that
see
is cool.
the brown table behind us. I think
Yes.
that was the Team New Zealand table.
Oh, okay.
So
It's in New
every
Zealand
country got
too.
given basically a staging area. You can put your bags, you can put your army, you can make as much of a mess as you want during the week. Because the actual playing areas you have to keep super clean, otherwise you get penalties. So one of
Okay,
the jobs for us
interesting.
was to, after everything was done, we had to put, look, if you see, all the terrain has to be put back really nice, all the
Yes.
rubbish has to be cleared, yeah, for the next round. So
Mhm.
maintaining a level of cleanliness is really important because they do give you like points penalties if your team doesn't clean up.
Clean up.
Um,
Okay.
but we had a dedicated New Zealand table, it had our flag on it, and we could do whatever we want with that table.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
That is actually cool. So, yeah, I guess this is a big experience. Tremendous amount of people. I saw. Well, you showed me. You got a lot of T-shirts, I guess.
yeah,
Couple of objective markers, dice, all the merch.
yep. Well, it's trading, so it's like how football people trade shirts after a
Yep.
match. Very similar here. So I bought 6 t-shirts this year. I had 2 last year. That was not enough. I bought 6 this year. Still not enough. I still traded
Oh,
every single one away. We're actually going to do another order, so we all have t-shirts. Um,
oh,
but
because
yeah,
you
I
gave away your original ones.
yeah I've traded away
Up
all 6 of my original ones.
That's cool. Cool.
And our t-shirts actually looked really great. People really wanted to trade for our t-shirts. I had to say no to quite a few different people from different teams just because I literally ran out of t-shirts.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So next year, probably more than 12, 20.
Well, you want one per round, so
Yes.
you always nearly always want to trade with your opponents, and then probably like 3 or 4 spear to get the countries that you want, like France and England and USA, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Hopefully, the cool ones. That
Yeah.
is really cool.
I went back and traded for with a lot of my opponents from last year. It was really good. Um, so I traded with Belgium, with Scotland, yeah, all of my opponents from last year, and managed to get some of those t-shirts that I missed out on last year. So yeah, it was really
Nice.
good.
But tell me about you told me about this story about the Italian guy that you trade your T-shirt. Italian captain?
Ah, the Italian captain. Yeah, I played him last year, and he was my first t-shirt trade. So I got his t-shirt last year, um, and this year he was captain again. So I caught up with him. We were chatting. We didn't actually play Italy, but he was like just pulling my t-shirt, going, "I'm reserving one of these. Come find me on the last day." So so I went over, like, found him on the last game. He had just finished playing Vic VJ. He was completely soaked, right? I think,
Oh,
yeah, he got beaten like 14-6. Vic VJ on T Suns.
yeah.
It was a hard matchup, round 7. And I was just standing there watching them play with holding this t-shirt waiting to trade. Um, and then, yeah, he just like took off, gave me this super sweaty one. And I was like, here's a fresh t-shirt. Just, get changed. You'll feel better. Um, and then they were sitting in my bag for like a week before I came back and washed it. So
Holy
but
crap.
it was great because the Italy T-shirt this year on the back, it's a Space Marine standing in front of a pizza with
Oh,
the hand going like the what the
yeah,
fuck.
yeah, yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah,
So cool. I love
it's
it.
really cool.
I
Yeah,
love it.
but I
So
love
you're,
how after a whole year I went back, all your previous opponents remember who you are and super friendly, and yeah,
yeah, and
it's really
and
really cool.
and is that true that you are very famous in Italy,
Oh yeah,
around the
apparently
circuit?
he wears my old shirt to a lot of local events. So Kang is quite well known in certain events in Italy. It's
That is fucking just genius, man.
yeah,
Love
and
it.
they said they love the All Blacks over there. So the more our t-shirts
Oh,
look like the All Blacks, the more they love
they're
them. Yeah,
better. Ah,
yeah.
that's so cool. Now I love that. So well, we have a kind of a we know the result was New Zealand got to what was the 10 this year?
Oh, the team's results. Yeah, we
Yeah,
were ninth.
ninth. Sorry, yes,
Yeah, we
ninth.
came ninth. So in the
11
top
was
10.
Australia in the top
Yeah,
10.
but to be fair, they did play pretty much the top 5 teams, something like that.
Oh
They
yeah,
definitely played all of the podium.
oh,
Um, and that's what happens in an event, right? Like, how many of us have played for the top two, like the final winning spot, and then lost and dropped down to like 7th? That's exactly what happened.
I
They
know.
don't lock positions or anything. But I think yeah, what happened with us is because we did come out of pods quite strong, but then lost immediately to Denmark. So we dropped down a
Yeah,
little bit and then had to
kind of
climb out,
submarine.
kind of submarined a little bit,
Yeah,
which was quite interesting. We weren't trying to lose to Denmark, obviously, but yeah,
no,
just
no,
unfortunate that was narrow round that we just didn't manage to score
dude.
because
I think
Finn got bust quite hard. But we'll dive into
because
that in the teams episode.
yes,
Um,
we saw the also we saw the result was not that a massive loss. Was
no, there was a few points.
just
Yeah,
enough. Yeah,
yeah.
just enough.
But what I can say is, even though if you look at purely the results, so we had 3 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. Last year we had 3 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. So
Yeah,
we're basically one
one better.
match point. Like basically, one of the losses turned into a draw. But if you look
Correct.
at the opponents we played, this year we played much stronger opponents because we're
Yeah.
playing the bottom of tier one, top of tier two, whereas last year we were playing
Yes.
a lot of tier threes. So the quality of our opponents have gone up quite a bit, and it shows that New Zealand can hold our own against
Correct.
much stronger opponents.
So a part of that, well, we have the bloody there is the team result, that is the individual result inside of the team where David Gerlach was the player that won every single game and also was the player that highest score.
Hmm.
But David, if you watch our episode before, David is a player that plays in UK and he knows his way about the meta and the
Yes,
European meta. So he's a guy that plays a lot of Warhammer. But there
he
is a
is, and
person that loves Warhammer, and he actually did quite well,
uh,
not only in the WTC, but also in the Warmaster, which you play too.
yes. So do we want to talk
Yes.
about my shitty results first before we talk about?
Yes, yes. Let's talk about. Well, I don't think there's cheated results, mate. You pick up that army. You did have zero reps, and you still managed to do. Did you manage? Did you ended up halfway up?
I was in the top third, luckily.
It's a win. I would say
Although
that's
like
that's the
a
win,
third of the
bro.
people probably dropped out. So I was 3 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. So it's still positive. So I was pretty happy. I was positive. Um, but yeah, it was a very interesting experience. I have to say. So
Because last
I took
year, sorry, last year you didn't play War Master.
no, I didn't know Warmasters was a thing last year.
Cool.
Yeah. So I took Blood Angels. I've shown you a picture of my army that I was scrambling to paint. Um, and it was a variant of what Finn had taken. Because I was originally thinking, do I take Custodes? What do I want to play? I wasn't really locked into a
Well,
faction. I really, when we did the practice, you really liked the Poland Wolf Gel list. I
yeah,
really liked the Poland Custodes list for single
I
play as
still
well.
sticking to that one.
I know you are. I don't want to talk about your list. Um, so but then when we sort of assign coaches to players as backup players and things like that, I was the combat backup player. So if Alex Taus or Finn, couldn't play for some reason, I was the backup player for them, and I would have to sub in. Now I've played a bit of World Eaters, and
Yeah.
but I haven't played any Blood Angels, especially not Finn's sort of variant, which was transport heavy, blade guard, the sort of the newer way of playing Blood Angels. So I took a
Yes.
variant of his list, not exactly the same, um, and yeah, I went into War Masters with 0 reps, which was not the smartest thing to do.
Yes, we talk about this, and for the people that is listening, I say to Charlie, yes, that is very novel from you to do, but go and use you love Custodes, you're loving the flavor. Just go and play the Todes. Just go and do it, and you are like you commit with the cost, which I respect, and I really admire that you did, because you don't not only had to play with zero reps, you had to paint that shit in what, 2 weeks time,
Week and a half to
week and a
battle. Well,
half.
it's just
Yeah.
battle ready. I didn't go too hard out. Have you got a picture of my?
Did you
uploaded just
send the
somewhere.
picture?
Yeah, I sent it to you
Now, when? Now?
just before.
Just before? Okay, let me check. I'm going to search. You
Show
keep
people
talking
the
about your
quality of my painting. Um,
of your painting. Okay.
so I'll quickly go through my rounds. So round one, and this is with no expectations, like because this is the first tournament I've been to where I've played six opponents, and I've never played any of them before. Not like in New Zealand where you fly to Wellington round one, you're playing someone from Auckland. Great. Um, round one, I played a lovely lad called Steve McQueenie. I think he was from the Netherlands or somewhere that's next door to Belgium. So he drove over, not too far, but wasn't sort of local Belgium or anything like. Oh, was he local Belgium? I can't quite remember. Oh, he might have been
Oh,
local Belgium. Round two opponent was Netherlands. Um, so Steve was lovely. He had Custodes, which was making me
ah,
super jealous. He had the Venatari, he
ex
had the Wardens, but he bought a Canis Rex. Um, I'm like, okay, so I kind of know how your army works, but I've never played against the Custodes with
they
Canis.
can
Yeah,
with cans, yeah.
and we deployed, and he went first, and he drew Sabotage, I think, and he moved his Canis up into the middle ruin and did Sabotage. And I'm going, I've got Death Company within charge distance now. Turn one. Can five Death Company kill Canis Rex? Turn one. Let's find out. Uh, so I had a five-man Death Company unit with a jump chaplain. So they're
Yes.
getting four rerolls to hit. They've got +1 to wound, all infernal pistols and power fists, right? So my turn one, I fly the unit up. He can't overwatch me because Titanic can't do that anymore. Awesome.
Yeah.
Um, and I shot him a little bit, did a few wounds with the infernal pistols, and charged in. And I popped the lethal strat just to get a little bit extra damage.
More. Yep.
And Canis died turn one.
That is 400 points gone,
Yeah, that's
practically.
400 points gone. And
Holy
then
shit.
to deal with that unit, he had to charge his, was it the Draxus unit in? Because they were the closest. The Warden units were out of place, or
Yep.
no, the Warden unit, one was in Deep Strike, one was on the other side of the table. So he charged Draxus's unit in, and I fought on death and killed that too. So
Oh,
my what, less than 300 point unit, something like 300 point unit,
took
picked up almost half
half.
his army. Yeah,
That's nasty.
which is
So
super
that's
rough.
the here's the picture of Charlie's blood angels.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so this is a Raven Angels, blood ravens, whatever you wanted to call it. But it's actually quite cool. All of them are with the biggie heads. Um, it is a mix here. It's a mix with different jump packs. So the squads are marked with the old school jump packs, 30K jump packs, and the new jump packs.
yeah.
Um,
So there's a few different ones. Thanks Dan Lister for building and converting most of these models.
yes, Dan Listed is the one. Oh, there's the Dead Company. Those are the Dead
Yeah,
Company.
that's the Death Company there. Yep, yep.
Yeah,
So
cool.
since that picture was taken, I've done a little bit more work. So all the claws are blue now. All the
Yes, with
power
the
fists are
lining.
done. Yeah. So, but I haven't edge highlighted everything yet. Only some of it.
Oh, you did. I will say you did amazing for the time that you had to paint all of this.
That's bad already.
Um,
It's enough.
yes, it is enough. I will say that it is good enough, Charlie.
Um,
So that was round one. Round
that was
two.
round one. That was a decent victory. I mean, knowing Custodes as well, that was quite good. And
Yeah,
round
helps you.
two, round two was a gentleman from the Netherlands. He gave me some stroop waffles as a present. That was really
Oh,
nice. We're
nice.
trading, like I had taken Whitaker's chocolate bar, so I was like handing them out to the opponents as I played them. Um,
Nice.
and yeah, a lot of them had prepared presents. So that's a big thing at WTC is you would bring something from your country as a little gift for your opponent, food or the team's events is mostly alcohol, right?
Of
So
course.
Mexico we did tequila shots. Yeah, with a lot of the Nordic countries, it's all vodka or gin, like all yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
that's it's
so
really
I
cool
would love to
because
go to Scotland to give me some whiskey.
yeah, yeah, they did have
Good, good.
whiskey. Yeah,
Yeah, good
too
Scottish.
bad I can't drink whiskey, but you'd love it.
Oh, I
Um,
cannot drink tequila.
ah,
Um, oh, technically I could, but will not end very well. So yeah,
yeah.
nah.
Um, so round two, because I was like telling the boys, oh, I just killed Canis in one turn, and he's because my opponent was saying, well, in his local meta, nobody does that. Nobody knows how to deal with Canis in the middle of the table. Usually, he lives for 3 turns before he dies. It's like, okay, um, different from my experience in New Zealand, but
Yeah.
okay. And that's really interesting because you see different metas across the world, right? People play differently and they have different
Yes,
expectations.
correct.
He wasn't used to being hit so hard turn one by his opponent. And I just went full on aggression at that point because yeah, once Canis died, nothing else in his
Yeah.
army. Um, yeah, and
Yes.
then round two, I played a gentleman called Max from the Netherlands and Imperial Knights. So I got to kill another Canis.
Hey.
This one was slightly less aggressive, but I did manage to one shot it as well. Um, there was one turn, so I went first this time. I played very passive. I exposed nothing. And he went, well, looks like it's going to be kind of a boring game. And then he moved a bunch of stuff up, did his actions, and Canis came up. And I was like, huh, I've got my impulsor behind this wall. I'm going to disembark, move 9 inches
Whoa.
total. It's a 3 inch charge to Canis. Canis is going to die to my blade guard. So actually, turn two, I drew Bring It Down, and I was going for a 16-point
Oh.
Bring It Down turn. I was trying to pick up the Knight Lancer, Canis, and 2 or 3 War Dogs, basically. So I charged in with my entire army, and he kind of went, wow, this game is not boring anymore. um, but
Gotcha.
I had the worst turn, man. Everything bounced. The only thing that died was Canis and a War Dog, and then I forgot Canis. You have to kill the little guy that jumps out to bring
Yes.
it down. Um, and I forgot about that, so I only scored 2 points on bring it down instead of 16.
Oh,
Um,
sad balls, man.
yeah, the Lancer lived on like 3 wounds and just would not die. He lived for another 3 turns and just would not die. Um,
Oh,
yeah, but luckily I managed to do enough to pull a win out of that. I think that was a 13-7, so it's an okay win. So at this point, I think most of the New Zealand team were still in. And I think
yes.
most people were on a winning record. I think a couple of draws. Finn had pulled out because he was gonna go off and do pairings with Dan and I think Dave was just arriving this day as well. So the pairings team went off to get some rest and do some scheming. Um,
That's what I was going to ask you. Is he was feeling like too much because he pulled it on the second after the second run. So I was like, surely it's because he is going to attend to other stuff. But
yeah, so that
um,
was always the plan. The pairings team would only play a couple of rounds as a warm up. Because you fly all the way over there, you kind of need a couple of games to get
yeah,
yourself
yeah,
back in
yeah.
that mode, right? So yeah, most of the playing team were going to pull out after day one anyway. It was only really the
Okay.
coaches that were going to try and go all the way, and Jonty, who's crazy, but we'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
But I think
I
everyone
saw
was.
I saw Grandpa Courage that he played most of the rounds, so
I
hats
think
off for
he played four. He played four.
he
Yeah,
played was 6 rounds?
it was
There
six
was
rounds. I
six
think he
rounds?
played four.
He
Yeah.
played five.
Did he play five? Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played five because I was
That's
very
pretty good.
impressed that he played
Yeah,
so much.
I didn't realize Papa Korach played five. I thought
Yeah.
he. Yeah, cool. Um, but yeah, most people, I think we're on 2 wins. We're pretty happy. New Zealand coming in strong, right? And then round three happened for me, and I went into the France T Suns player, the actual France T Suns player, Alexander
Oh,
Sacco.
yeah.
Um, and as soon as the parents went up, everybody on the team was like, "Charlie, you're gonna get 20 0'd." Um, and which I absolutely did. It was so T Suns absolutely dominate the hell of my list for one. Um,
Excellent.
and the table was pretty bad because like it kind of looked like it had places for staging, but it didn't. And it was one of the tables with the crates in the middle. So the
Yep.
thing with crates, when you play against T Suns and there's a Magnus, you basically just have to treat the crates like they're not there
Okay.
because Magnus can
Doesn't
see over
exist.
them. Yeah, his wings are high enough; he can see over them. You basically just
Oh,
you
he cannot
cannot
do it
hide.
anymore. He cannot do it anymore.
Well, this was pre, the FAQ
I
wasn't
know.
in play. Yeah,
I know. He cannot do it anymore, but yes, pretty much the wings goes and it's like yep, psh, 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 anywhere.
yeah. So that went really, really bad. It was a bit of an education for me, just how some of the top players play, because he was very, very methodical, pre-measured every single thing. Um, and every time it came to execution, it was just like everything was just in, everything was just enough. Like there was no over commitments, nothing else. He played a perfect game. Um, I didn't have anywhere I could stage, so I kind of went, okay, I'm going to put my entire army in the middle, and if you can't kill me, I'm going to be charging 4 or 5 units next turn and try and pick some stuff up, right?
Correct.
Yeah, he basically tabled me in one turn, just like there's enough output in T Suns to just kill 70 marine bodies in one turn.
Disgusting.
That was pretty rough. But I mean, had a chat with him afterwards. It was just with the lines of sight and the way the ruins are positioned, there wasn't anywhere I could hide. And I just don't have the durability into his output.
What was this
Apparent.
tipping point?
This was Hammer and Anvil, I think.
I remember. Because there
Yeah,
is a
something like that.
couple of tipping points that in the middle you have only the crates, and it's like it's horribly
Yeah, this was
open.
similar. It was very bad. Um, and the because it was one with ruins near the edge of the table, but it doesn't actually touch the edge, so you can't stage up safely behind it because they can always pop around and get
Uh,
angles like just Magnus clipping a wing
yeah.
around yeah, stuff like that. Um, and without the Bow Predators, I didn't have good Overwatch, so I couldn't stop the Sorcerers coming in, things like that. So that made me think about my build quite a bit. Um, and just what was it? Yeah, he was saying that the more Manichima type of list, where you have the Sandguard, you have just a full jump pack list, you'll lose a lot of stuff going in, but you will be able to, take out a lot of rubrics, yeah, and just punch
Out.
through a lot of the things. So he's
Interesting.
saying that because I had the transports, I had the slower moving stuff, I just couldn't close the gap fast enough. And once he took out my Vanguard Vet unit, there was nothing that can threaten Magnus.
Interesting. He
Yeah.
knew exactly what he was doing, and he knew
Well,
exactly what are the units that was threatening him. And
do you know what the funny thing is? I'm like, well, this is my third game of Blood Angels, and he's going, cool, this is like my 300th game with T Suns. So shout out to Sako. It was a
yeah,
very, very interesting game for me. Um, and yeah, I learned a whole lot around just the repetitions
T
and yeah,
yeah T-San but touch you. Don't worry.
yeah. So yeah, where's my Magnus? Maybe
Where's
it's
my
time to switch.
did did
Um,
nothing wrong.
yeah, no, that was really good. So I ended day one on 2 wins and a loss. Um, and then day two, I went into round four against Romania's sisters player.
Okay.
And it was really fun. Levante, he had never played against Blood Angels, and I had never played against Sisters, the new Bringers of Flame. He went first and scout moved everything and just full send turn one. And I'm going, what is going on here? How did you just get from there to there in my lines? Like, what just happened? Because of course, immolators they scout move and they can advance, and
Yes.
then yeah, all sorts of stuff happened, and all the melters were in my face turn one. I'm going, holy crap! Um, but Blood Angels do Blood Angel things, and they punch really, really hard. And I managed to make some charges, and it actually played out to be a perfect draw. So neither of us knew exactly what was happening, and we didn't slow play, but we only got to the bottom of three, just because there was
Oh,
so much dice to roll and so many models and things like that. So we actually didn't manage to finish the game, unfortunately. Um,
okay.
but yeah, we finished bottom of three, and it was 50-50, and it was one of those games that could have gone either way.
Okay. So there was
Yeah.
no way to talk out and
No,
say, Oh, after you cannot talk out the score it is, but say
Yeah,
after that, say it's like, oh, I think I could beat you, but there was no
like
way.
I, depending on cards, and I thought I had a path to victory, but he still had an exorcist and the triumph. But I had picked up the castigators and Morven Veil. So apparently
Okay,
Morven Veil just the unit dies to infernal pistols, which is great.
that is cool.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good to know.
yeah. So yeah, that was a very interesting. That was my first game into Sisters. And then round five, because we had drawn, we both paired down, I think. I went into Tyranids. So I played Crusher Stampede.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think this one was tipping point. So I managed to stage up. This was a very good table for me. Lots of good staging areas. And I was able to send units out to trade for the big monsters quite easily. My opponent probably, I was very scared of this because there was a Swarm Lord.
Okay.
Swarm Lord with the Vect, he could stop a lot of the Blood Angels plays, like 3 CP to interrupt, 3 CP to fight on death. Could send old One Eye in very easily. But he made a mistake when I went out to charge the Neuro Tyrant. He heroic in with his Swarm Lord, and I just went, I guess I'll punch the Swarm Lord now. And I just
Yeah.
picked it up with 5 Death Company with no characters.
Oof.
Yeah. So he
Easy.
gave it to me for free essentially. And then at that point, yeah, all of my strats now became a
You
lot easier
were,
to use,
yeah.
and yeah,
That is so cool.
yeah. So won that one. I think that was like a 13 or a 14. Yeah, so that was quite a comfortable win. And then the last round, round six in summer, and so one thing in that aircraft hangar, there's barely
Yep.
any airflow unless there's the wind just happens to hit the door. So it's really, really hot. It's probably like 10 degrees hotter inside than it is outside.
Oof.
So
Okay.
it does take a toll on your stamina. You get fatigued very easily.
And
Um,
then over there is summer and it's
yes,
hot.
it's so hot. So I played a lovely, I think he was French, a French lad called Ludovic. Um, Not one from the French team, but from because a lot of French people just come to
Yep.
Belgium since they
Of
live so
course.
close, play Warmasters.
It's crossing the borders only.
Yeah, yeah. He was a very, very good player. I think he was a League Two or League One team player in France as well, because our coach Gabby knew him. And it was Eldar, and Eldar did Eldar things to me. I did a little bit of bad luck where he trapped some of my transports. Remember our game where I desperate escaped the Chimera and it died and I couldn't score points, and both my transports died to desperate escape in the same turn.
Oh, so you flashbacks.
Yeah. And of
Okay.
course, if you die if you blow up in your own turn, your units coming out can't charge. So I just had a whole bunch of Death Company and Blade Guards sitting there twiddling their thumbs.
Doing nothing.
Yeah. But it was some bad positioning on my behalf, not understanding some of the tools he has with Swooping Hawks, and it was Scorched Earth, so he managed to like burn my home objective towards the end of the game, and I just didn't have enough resources to deal with it. Yeah. So Elder's still
Interesting.
really good, man. Still really good. I
You
wish I
need
had
to
a Bell
talk me about
Predator. Single Bell Predator? Screw your Warp Spiders.
100%. Yeah, you do. I have been in that side of the receiver. It's not good.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, well, interesting. We'll talk about that list after. Um,
Yeah,
sounds
the D
interesting.
cannons actually I probably overly got scared of the D cannons.
Yeah.
And went for them, but yeah, it was actually the spiders and the hawks that won the game.
It
Yeah,
sounds cool.
yeah, but that was
Apparently a lot of lists it's driving at least two hawks and three spiders, despite that they went up again and
yeah,
125 points per five, which
yeah,
that is lots.
yeah,
So that wrap it up. So you lost the last one, but
yeah,
you at that point probably you were destroyed.
yeah. That was pretty tiring, but it was such an amazing event and great opponents all around, right? Um, yeah, had a
You,
blast.
great experience, I guess.
Yeah.
That is so cool, man.
Now,
So
should we talk about the other two guys that finished the 6 round run from Team New Zealand? So we
the
had Oh no,
Yes.
no, there was Taos as well. So
Tau City was also mad, lad.
let's see. So we had Alex Taos in 26th with 4 wins, a draw, and a loss. Who did he play? Did he play anyone? I Taos played Olivia Weiss.
Ah,
So Olivia Weiss was the guy that actually went on to win the entire thing.
yes,
Yeah, I didn't
yes,
realize Taos
yes.
played him in round one. That's really interesting.
He he is the winner of the mad lad.
The 100 Crusaders, yeah. So Taos was his only draw. All his other games were wins. That's I didn't realize that. That's really cool.
I think that's why probably Alex was very confident on taking the Mexican one. Just like,
Yeah,
well,
potentially.
I already did this, but way harder.
Yeah, yeah. So really good showing by Taos. 26 at Warmasters, 500-man event, right? Coming 26 is amazing.
26, yeah.
And then we had Ben Clark, one of our coaches, coming 14th for
Yes,
T Suns. So
14,
he
and he
did.
didn't have many reps with T-Sense
He had a
neither.
few. He didn't exactly
Yeah.
go in with zero because that's
Okay, cool.
insane. Um,
That's only Charlie.
that's only yeah, only I do that. But yeah, he had 4 wins and 2 draws, which is a really good effort as well.
We yeah, we were talking about that. We thought that did amazingly for the tournament.
Yeah.
But then we have another player that finished the fourth one that finished the whole thing.
Do we need to talk about him?
Sadly, we need to.
This guy. So Jonty, the mad lad Jonty, went to Belgium to play in WTC and Warmasters, played 13 games and didn't lose a single one.
He went to Europe, conquered Europe, and came back and undefeated,
I
basically.
think over the two, so including last year, Jonty has played 20 games in Europe and hasn't lost a single one.
Oh, the
The worst
dominance of
result is a
John T.
draw. Yeah, the worst result is a draw. So Jonty, you can see him in the photo here. He won Best in Faction Xenos. Obviously with
Yes.
Anand, which is the other Necrons player in the top cut, with Anand being on a podium position. Anand was not eligible for top Xenos, so it came to 5th place, which was Jonty. Um,
John,
and yeah, that's him receiving the
let,
Best
let, let,
Infection Award.
yes, but let's talk about something. John T he missed the four top players just for what? 6 points. Six,
So, yeah, I think he
yeah,
missed top
was
cut
6 points.
by 6 or 7 points, something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it's 6 or 7 points. You're right. It was
yeah,
like marginal amount of
yeah.
point.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I think there was discussions on, because they did have provisions for a shadow round
yeah,
before going into the final 2 rounds on the Thursday. Because they did, after the 6 rounds, there was the opportunity to do a shadow round to determine the top four. But I think they had enough undefeateds that they just said, look, we're going to go straight into semifinals. We're not going to do an 8 player shadow round. And people were exhausted. It was hot. Um,
yeah, I
so yeah, they
guess
just took
that
the top four. Yeah,
yes, and there is where John T missed that top four just for 6 points or 7 points,
yeah.
which
But
is
then just
incredible.
I'm looking at the next four in the Swiss bracket, um, because going into the top four, there were three. No, there weren't. So going to the top four, there were two undefeated, like all wins. There were
Yep,
two people with 5 wins and a draw, which is exactly the same result as Shanti. And then the
yep,
next four, so 5, 6, 7, 8, were all 5 wins and a draw as well. So they could have done a shit around.
yep.
Yeah,
They could,
but that's
yeah.
a lot of
See,
Warhammer.
yeah, that's well, John T. You know, John T. loves
He
Warhammer.
he kind of likes Warhammer, doesn't he?
Yeah, he kind of likes
Um,
Warhammer.
yeah, but I think he got a little medal. He got a ring, so they've got like a little championship ring, like in basketball. It was really cool.
Yep.
Um,
Oh,
he
that's cool. Oh,
he made me,
there is in this thing. It's yeah, that is
yeah, yeah,
on
he
the
made
thing
me
there.
kiss
Cool.
his ring. bastard.
Lord Jonty.
Lord John T. And yeah,
That's so
fifth
cool, man.
fifth at
So
Warmasters.
that is crazy. I think he actually enjoyed playing his Necrons.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just
Yeah,
just a little bit too much,
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
That what I learned.
Yeah.
So
There's
so
the
that
difference between like he probably had 300 reps with his Necrons, right, with Hypercrypt, and 0 reps. So
yeah, yeah. But
no,
you still managed to stay there, positive result on the overall, which I think that is good, man. I think you went there just for the fun, and you got what you wanted. Fun
yeah,
games, the experience, and yeah,
no,
playing
it was great.
Warhammer
Would
in other
100%
country.
would 100% do it again. War Masters was a great experience.
Nice recommendation for people. Let's go to Warmaster, and then we all can be coach from Team New Zealand and keep helping there. That will be cool. You
Or just
have
play
now,
13 games like Jonty and smash it all.
yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But no,
Maybe not
no,
for the
no.
40 plus people, for the youngsters,
Yeah,
sure.
we are not. We yeah, not all of us can be like John T, man.
Yeah,
We have limits. We are human. John T
yeah.
is yeah. But that is really cool. So, well, we will come back to more details um, for the WTC. I know that people wants to know more of the spiciness. Talking about the spicy, one of your videos with Chris Voss, the short videos that you were doing updates with
Oh,
for
the
Team
live
New
streams,
Zealand.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. You in one of them, I don't know what happened there, but you say spicy like I don't know 10 times, something like that, and everybody noticed. And it's like, is he doing reference to tactical chili or is just a coincidence?
What do you think?
I think you are selling, mate. You are a sell person. You are selling tactical chili,
uh,
and I hope that is true.
I was to be fair, because I was setting up the tables, right? The
Yeah,
when the round starts, I made sure there was a tactical chili table at every
excellent.
single round that we
Always.
played. And it was just funny to see who gets to play on it. I think one of the rounds Finn was getting his ass kicked on a tactical chili table. That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Spicy,
And then
spicy. He did.
John T played on the tactical chili table, and I tell him to push. I was like, "Look, it's tactical chili. This is just like being at Spellbound. This is like being at home. You got to
Yeah,
push and win
yeah.
this, man."
Push, push. This
Yeah.
guy is nothing. You are dominating here.
No. Well, he actually, like, even in War Masters, I think he played the vice captain of Canada.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he played Jeremy. Yeah, he did on T Suns, and he won that. So yeah, like a lot of our guys actually ran into the WTC,
good.
like the actual players. Yeah, I think
So,
Ben played the Austria captain.
oh,
Yeah, Andreas. Andreas is such a crack up, funniest guy.
Chris.
Yeah. If you
He
haven't heard Contact Lost, the pre WTC episodes, listen to the
yes,
one with Austria. He is the super funny guy. He's got an awesome laugh, and he loves talking about how Austrian schnitzel is better than Germany schnitzel.
love it. That what's his name? I was going to tell you something about it. Now I forgot about it, but it was something about the rounds that you were saying. But so good. We'll come back to my head. Um, we have our own event, I guess, this weekend. We will be, as I said, going back to WTC and all of that in
Yes, we'll
the
come
next
back with
episodes.
a deep dive analysis of the actual team's
Yes,
rounds. Because, yeah, like I said earlier, as having an operational
slots.
team this year, like a coaching team, being able to track the progress of the rounds, we actually took a lot of learnings away this year. I mean, sneak peek. So after pairings would happen, what we would do is we'd all get together and start doing some data analytics. We'd look at how the pairings went, what the matchups are, what are we predicting on the matrix, and then factoring in the mission, we'd get a check-in from every single player before the round starts. Like, are you looking up? Are you looking down based on the table and the missions that you managed to get? And then we'd come to an estimate, and then I would go and tell Finn that, okay, we paired in 80, we paired in 86, we paired in 84, and then afterwards we would do round checks, bottom of two, bottom of three, bottom of four, like try and get a sense check, like a temperature check every round. And then I'd go to Finn and be like, we're +2, we're -6. We need to make a call to push because now we're dropped below 75, which is a loss, and we need to push back above 75. And yeah, so that was kind of our system on how we ran it.
That is so super cool, man. And
Yeah,
and that's what we want to, yeah, I guess it is to try to understand how you guys were doing all that part, and in the background, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, like round one, we kind of knew what we wanted to do, but we made a lot of mistakes. We actually interrupted the players too much, which we're actually not allowed to do as well. So we took a lot of
Oh,
learnings and we corrected, and we kind of, yeah, came up with a way to run the rounds, so to speak, afterwards. Um, and got quite good at
nice.
it towards the end after we learned from like the Netherlands and Austria and Canada and saw what they were
Yep,
doing as well. Yeah.
that's
But
so
yeah,
cool.
we'll go through some of the details and learnings and what worked, what didn't work, what we probably could have done more. Yep, in the next episode.
That's love. Well, probably will be more than one because I'm guessing just going through a couple of rounds, just now going through your 6 games in not much details. We just took, I guess, like 40 minutes or so.
Hey, I
So
killed two Canis Rexes. That's a lot of detail.
I know, I know, it's a lot of details, man. But that's what I'm saying. We can try to go. I think people wants to know what happened there. They want to understand the results. Um, Things went according to the plan. Who was the roles of each one of the players? Um, to understand, because you like if you go to WTC, you see the results. Oh, this person won, this person lost, this person tied, but you just say, "Oh, why he lost?
Yeah,
Should it be winning?" It's like
yeah,
no. The mission of this person was losing every single game, but not losing for 20 O's. It's losing small losses, so we still get the points. And he takes bad matchups or matchups that are complex that the opposition was expecting a 20-0 and now it's not. And those things I think are the spicy of the
spicy. Yep. Yep.
yes.
So we'll do a deep dive around the rounds, what turned around for us, because yeah, it was definitely a few really tight rounds.
That's so cool. Yeah. So people, if you are listening, we will do that. Now we are going to jump to something, I guess, a little bit
Local.
local. Yes. So we have our RTT coming on the weekend. The Chille Games. This is the second RTT that we are running. Second RTT, I think. Third RTT. The
Second.
second. It's 24 people. We sold out, and we actually had to push a little bit more than we were expecting because we were counting on 20. We ended up on 24, and we still have waiting list, believe it or not, which
And
was
I was
it's
kicked. I was kicked
yeah,
for an
you were
actual
kicked.
paying customer, which is fine.
But you're a mad lad. You need to stay to see the family a little bit. But for the Chile games, we have quite interesting. We have a posted in Facebook. We had a very good spread of factions. Um,
Oh yeah, do you want to
we
bring it
went,
up? We can look at the faction spread.
yes, we also had a look on the actual. Um, Let me bring it here. That's the faction spread. Can you see it now?
Yes, that's up.
Cool. It is very even, except for Tau that has 3 players. All the rest is one and twos, and we have Aldari, Asa Militarium, Black Templars, Chaos Demons, Chaos Space Marines, Archangels, Dead Guard, Drukari, Genestealer Cult, Imperial Knight, Votan, Necrons, Space Wolves, Tau, Thousand Sons, Tyrannids, and World Eaters.
So
pretty
24
much.
players, 17 factions.
Pretty
That's
much.
pretty impressive. No Chaos Knights though.
No Chaos Knights. Yeah, Team Ho is it's not here.
Oh, I think he was busy this weekend. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Otherwise, 100% you have one. Normally, you always can count on Team.
Yeah.
He is in pretty much every single event
He was showing
around
me
New
some
Zealand.
pretty spicy Chaos Knights lists, so we should
Nice.
expect him
I
to show
want to
up
see
with
it then.
some fun lists. Yep.
Yes, yes, he is very keen on the future ones. So we will see him. So on the tournament, we have it's a 3 rounds WTC terrain. We have missions from the Pariah Nexus. So one of the missions, I think people really hate me because that one is included, um, but was just lucky. I didn't do it on purpose. We have supply drop.
I did say don't do supply drop, but you know,
I know, but
at least it's not football, okay?
it's not. Yeah, it's not football. I took in consideration that one. So we have scorched earth. No, I think we start
Yeah,
on
Scorcher take
supply
and
drop.
hold.
Yes,
Are
escorted,
those?
stalwarts, and search and destroy.
Yeah.
We have that is mission K. Then we have mission H, that is supply drop, smoke and mirrors, hammer and anvil. And then mission A, that is take and hold, rise the banners, and tipping point. That's the last one.
Oh yeah, that's the okay, raise banners. That's the generic one.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I went from the that mission pack, took out the deployments that WTC doesn't use, and of course that the missions were not duplicated, so we don't have two taken holds, or two
Mm,
purged foes.
it makes sense. Yep.
Well, that was the whole point. We
Nah,
have
three rounds of search and destroy and purge the enemy. I
and
reckon.
purged enemies
Yeah.
just for Tate
Just for
with
take.
the
Yeah.
GSC.
Yeah.
Killing his stuff by tons.
Right
Yeah,
there,
I love
GSC. I
that.
see GSC on the list.
Yes. The other thing is, well, we have the mission packs that is out with the deployment, with the WTC terrain that we are going to use for that specific. So if you have not seen it, take a look because that will make your day way more easy at that stage. Um, did you went through the list
Oh, I've
and
got a couple of lists I like the look of.
okay, okay. Let
Not
me bring
I
the list.
don't know if it's strong or not, but they look very interesting and it's not something you see every day.
Cool.
Um,
Give me one second. Let me bring the what's the name? Base BCP, and let me bring the event. So here, can you see it?
I can see it.
Cool.
Let's start with Nairi, our
Now, oh,
old captain.
yes. Where is she? Down here. Demons.
Yeah, have a look at it. It's,
Oh, this is the monster match, eh?
yeah, it's not showing on
Cool.
the screen.
I know. Give me one second. We are bringing now.
Sweet.
Uh, this one. Is this one? No, that is Chris. Sorry, that's my bad. This is very. There it is. What? Again, Chris? Oh, sorry. It's me being dumb. Sorry. Sorry. Hey, finally. Cool. Can you see it?
Yep.
Cool.
This is
So
probably
what
one
we
of the
have?
shortest lists I've seen. So how many big demons do we have? One, two,
One,
three,
two,
four,
three,
five,
four,
6, 7, and that's it.
6, 7. So 7 big demons. Holy shit. Okay. This
So I mean,
is
great unclean one with the endless gift. 4+ feel no pain, 4+ invuln save, T12. How many wounds has this guy? Like 24? Yeah,
I
that's gonna
think
go
so,
sit in
yeah.
the middle. Um,
100%. That
so
will
this
sit.
demon's gonna love supply drop. Bellacore, 18-inch, don't shoot me, can't shoot me. A whole bunch of greater demons just huddling together, moving up the table. Um, yeah, and then Bloodthirster and Scarbrand, just
To
6-inch charges, I
for
guess.
oh, damn it. Yes. And then a lot of change. And then you have this one here.
Yeah, that's another great unclean. That's a named great unclean one, isn't it?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Um, it is,
That is
yes,
really
it's,
cheap. 230 points.
well, the Great Unclean is with the enhancement is 260.
That's true. So yeah, and the enhancement's 30
This one,
points, right?
this one looks like doesn't shoot, only have a melee weapon. Oh, no, 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 this stream of
What does Rotigus do?
brackish filth. I have never seen this guy, to be honest. Charlie, you're looking for him in the app?
Um, so start of the fight phase, you can select an enemy unit within 18 invisible to Rotigus. Until the end of the phase, each time an attack made by a Nurgle demon model is allocated to a model in that unit, add 1 to the damage characteristic. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, so
So
he can bump up the Great Unclean.
yeah, and himself, right? So his strike
Oh,
is 3 damage, so he can go to 4 damage, and then his sweep can go to 2. That's actually quite interesting.
that is quite cool. Yep.
And when an enemy unit is within 6 of this model, half the move and OC characteristics. So that's a
Ooh,
really good mid-table bully.
spicy.
It is spicy.
It
He
is. It
has
is.
a 2d6 12-inch flamer, strength 7, -2, 1 damage. That does div wounds.
I don't want to
Cool.
face that.
Cool. If his +1 damage was shooting phase as well, this would be so good. But luckily
Yeah,
it's only fight
on
phase.
the melee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So 7 attacks on the strike, strength 8, -3, 3 damage. 14 attacks on the sweep. It's alright.
that is Nari takes here.
T12, 22 wounds.
Oh, 20, so many wounds, man. And what? They are all 4 ups?
All 4 ups.
Lovely, lovely. I guess you need to go and put volume of damage. So
Yeah. And if
try
it's
to.
next to the other great and clean one, it can get a 6-up Fury Pain.
Disgusting.
That's pretty cool.
I love it. Love it. This is going to be interesting to see how it goes. This is the real.
Yeah,
Um,
probably the weakest one is Bellacore, but he does save you from like guard shooting turn 1, I guess. And if guard is
yeah,
within 18 inches of you to shoot, then guard is dead, right? So
basically.
yeah,
So it takes you out for the big shootings. Cover you for the against the big shooting, and then you can just do what you can do best: kill
yeah.
people and
So I
melee.
hope Nairi gets a lot of secondaries every single turn that requires multiple units to do actions, because that will be the Achilles
Ooh,
heel of this list.
yes, yes, you will need to sacrifice the big dudes for secondaries, otherwise you don't score it and you are just rely on your primaries.
Yeah,
Oof, yeah, I did not think about that.
yeah. Imagine getting
Um,
something like recover assets and
no
sabotage,
containment.
containment,
Yeah,
yeah, in the same
containment and
turn.
recover asset in
Yeah,
the
this
same
is
turn. That is,
3 or 4 units that you need to dedicate, right? Yeah,
you need to dedicate 4 to get good points, 5 to get them all.
and you
Yeah,
have 7 units in your army.
yeah. Cool, 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 cool.
All right.
I think she's bringing for the fans. So
Yeah, it is. It'll be interesting to see how it does, especially into you.
yeah. Oh, come on. I really don't want to face Nari. I have faced Monsters match from Nari once. I was OTT. Didn't win well.
Let's see if the wolves are better than seven greater demons.
Love it.
Did you have a
What
list
else?
that?
You?
Did you have a list that
Um,
you want to talk about?
I think I guess there is. I like Kobe's one.
Oh yeah, you want to
Um,
bring that
uh,
one up?
uh, yeah, and I'm afraid of that one.
So
I
three
like
units
it.
of Deathwing Knights.
Yes. I like his list. I don't know if I can take take it down. It's Kobe takes. So you have because we were talking about he was talking with me about what do I bring for the Chile event, and it's like I said, oh, easy man, go and see John Lennon's list and just bring that shit.
That's what I told
You
him as
can,
well.
yeah, you cannot fail with that. It's like nah, 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 nah. John Lennon doesn't understand the take of the Terminator chaplains. I was like, well, I think nobody understands that take, Kobe, except you. So he said, I'm going to stick to my take. So basically, he is playing in a circle
No, no, it's
with the
Gladius.
Gladius. Yeah, sorry, it's Gladius. Yes,
Yeah,
it's Gladius.
because he's got the fire discipline on the biologist there,
Yes,
which will
yes.
go with
So he
eradicators. Ooh, such
he
a
he
spicy.
has the biologies with the bloody
The eradicators.
eradicators. He has three squad of Deadwind Knights. All of them goes with one of the beautiful Terminator chaplains with
Which
the
did he do power weapons or the maces on the Deathwing Knights?
good question.
He's gone power weapons on
Power
all three.
weapons.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he doesn't have
power.
the anti blah 4 plus. Was it anti monster, anti vehicle 4 plus?
I think so.
Which he's
So
gonna wish
this,
he had against Nairi.
yes, monster match. Um, but these guys make that those units are way
Yeah,
more.
plus one to wounds,
Um,
really good.
yeah, 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 yeah. He also has, of course, Azrael and the
Yep,
Lieutenant combi weapon. Azrael, pretty sure goes with a Hail Blaster brick.
yep,
Yep, there is. Cannot fail with Kobe with that. You have two Assault Intercessors jump pack. Space
standard.
Marines, you need to bring that shit.
Yep,
Um, he has a Scout unit, two Scout units, and then the Calidus Assassin.
yep.
The only thing that I will say, for example, and you are right, for example, with the demons and those deep strikes that are very, very annoying. Um, I think the um, um, infiltrators still are a most, but it is a really interesting list. I really, in the point of view of my list, I don't know if I can liaise with the Deadwind Knights, and since it's three bricks, I need to do something. Otherwise, I cannot score points on primaries because he will put one on each um, objective market in the no man's land, 100%.
The biggest thing for you is AOC plus a 2-up armor save, right? So you will
Yes.
struggle to shift a bunch of that.
Yeah, the armor of just even saving on threes is still a problem, because they are 4 wounds each, but
Yeah,
they also have a -1 on the damage. So
yep.
me going to damage
Back to 1
two
damage.
doesn't matter. The Thunder Hammers from 3 going to 2, that is still decent
Yep.
when I charge, but
But
I
that's
don't
one
have
hammer per
many.
squad, right? Yeah.
It is one per squad, 2 on the captain. Um,
And he's saving on threes against those with armor contempt. So
so
not that
yeah,
bad.
yeah. No, it's not. It's not that bad. And I think if I throw mortal wounds on them, um, still
They get a
they
4
pretty
up with the
much don't
Watcher.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Really good
Yeah,
list. Not fully optimized because there's no repulsor. The repulsor gives you a lot more play with the eradicators because his ones will either have to walk up the table or come in from reserve on an edge, so you can
yes,
predict that. The
yes,
repulsor just gives the eradicators much better mobility and play because they can pipe behind a building, jump out, gets
and
declared as a charge, or Gladius has the reactive move as well, just jump back in and right, and there's a bit
correct.
of anti-tank as well. So
Yeah, yeah. I really like it. He has been playing lots with this list. For me is like for me is I don't know if I can take that.
it's the three
Those
units of
dead.
Deathwing Knights, yeah.
Yeah, I think I can take probably. I will need to concentrate pretty much everything, but my bases are so big that I cannot probably charge with lots.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
And
it's going to be
interestingly,
interesting.
the Hellblaster squad will actually do stuff until you do bad stuff.
Yes, yeah, but the Hellblaster, I know how to need to liaise with that. Um, the other stuff is not. The other
Yeah.
stuff is, and I have the Whirlwind. The Whirlwind could potentially cheap some of them, uh, but he goes,
Do you have a whirlwind? You don't
eh,
have a whirlwind.
oh, not a Whirlwind, sorry, a Vindicator, Vindicator, sorry. Yeah,
That's
sorry, too tired.
cheating
The
already. Cheating.
Vindicator, yes,
Just
the
tell all your
Vindicator.
opponents your Vindicator shoots indirect.
Yep, and pretty much cover all the table.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah, and no penalties.
Uh,
Yeah, always hit on twos.
exactly. But yes, the Vindicator. The Vindicator, I think, is the one that could allow me, but it's only one, and there's so many turns. And yeah,
Yeah.
what I need to do is try to reduce the numbers. So if we are tied in combat, at least he cannot kill me fast enough. And then it is a matter of who has more OC on the objectives, basically.
Well, he's winning you on twos, right? Or threes?
Wounding me on twos. Why?
Because he's got +1 to wound with the chaplain, and isn't he strength 6? Oh no, strength 5 power weapons.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so
So
winning
it's
on
still
threes.
falls.
No, you're
What? I'm
T6. Oh, fours.
T6.
Are you
Strength
T6?
five. It's five
Oh, you're not. Oh,
plus
you're not
one
T5. Yeah.
falls.
Okay.
No. Now the
Yeah, falls.
Wolfens are T5.
Okay.
The Wolfens are T5. But yes. Is the buff all the time or only when they charge?
All the time. So chaplains all the
All the
time.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Yeah, see. Um, cool. Do you have another list? Let's go one more.
Yes. Sterling's.
Sterling's. Oh, I know why.
Drukari.
I know why. I know why.
So there's a little bit of a story around this.
Let's see. That's the list. Drukari.
Yeah. So pretty standard Drukari at the top. Got the
Yeah,
triple
Archon.
Archon. Got the
Yeah,
Beastmaster, which is kind of like the
Lilith.
infiltrating. Lilith with witches is your anti-infantry brick. um, Cabalites, I think he's got Venoms. Yeah, so things going in
Yeah,
Venoms.
Cavalry
Really
Split,
cool.
Witches, the Rider, Venom, Venom, Venom.
Yep.
So that is for
Incubi
the
with the Archons and one court. So really strong melee component. Lots of punch. A couple of
yeah
Mandrakes. Scourges with Haywire.
Chronos,
And then look right at the bottom.
Scourges with Mandrakes, Scourges with Hardwire. No, it is one Dark Lance, one
One Dark Lance,
Hardwires,
one Hera. Yeah. But look at the two things
and
at the
then
bottom.
Fire, Void, Void Raven Bombers.
That
Two
is
of
the
them.
spicy tick. So when we went into, was it Canada? Um, we didn't understand the Drukari list,
Okay.
and Finn got peered into it. So it turns out that Drukari player from Canada has been hunting Space Marines the entire tournament and scoring like 18 because the
Oh,
Void Raven bomber um, has two dark scythes. There's 6 shots each, strength 8 or 9, AP 4, 2 damage. So they are perfect marine body killers.
That is, yeah,
and they're just super hard to interact with because you can't charge them unless you fly. And with Blood Angels, you don't have a lot of shooting, right? So that list just went around hunting Blood Angels.
flying around.
And with I mean, it comes down to two, sure, but it's an aircraft, so it doesn't suffer from obscuring. It just sees everything.
And this one can shoot even coming on turn two.
It's it deep strikes in, so it doesn't come on the table edge. Yeah, it absolutely can shoot.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was a spicy little bit of tech there that Sterling's brought. Probably expecting some Blood Angels and a lot of marine bodies. So
Yeah,
this going into T Suns would be brutal as well.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cause,
Against Decent, the Dark Angels.
yeah.
Interesting.
So
Chaos Space Marine too.
yep, anything that's a T4 body with a 3-up save, right, will just die.
Rough,
Perfect for
rough.
killing rubrics as well. Yeah.
Cool. I don't. Yeah.
Even like,
Has
even
a lot
against
of.
your list, unless you can screen him completely out where he literally cannot land, it has to fly off the table. Otherwise, this will probably pick up a good number of wolves.
Yeah, I need to put the -1 to hit, -1 to
Yeah.
wound. Most likely, I don't care about Armor of Contempt. I just need to
No,
go for the
not
-1
at
to hit,
-4.
-1 to wound.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And hopefully position most of my units so I can blood search. So if he wants to shoot them, just go ahead, but it's going to cost you me tagging a unit, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Needs to be a very smart play. Yes, my assault intercessions will die. Yes, my wolfens probably will die um, because of the shooting. But if that makes my Thunderwolves leave, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Will be
Yeah.
interesting.
Just don't be like Finn and roll not a single 5-up Funeral Pain against the 2 damage,
Oh,
and you'll be fine.
damn it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I can do
That
that.
that was hard to watch.
I can imagine. Put a fuck fiend is like, oh, okay, cool. Now I can. No, I can't. Being, I'm pretty sure it's similar what the story that you talk about. The Tiger Shark bomber
Oh
and
yeah, yeah. Michael had to play against the Tiger
Michael.
Shark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we will talk about that, but
yeah,
sounds like pretty similar.
yeah. But that's I mean that's the fun thing about teams, right? At an 8-man teams at that level, people bring a lot of skew lists to try catch you off guard, and we were absolutely taken off guard by a few lists.
Yeah,
Just didn't
yeah.
understand fully what they did and what role they played.
And then was too late.
Yeah. I mean, we still won the round, so it's fine.
I know, but it is, yeah, it sucks, but yeah. So
Cool. So looking forward to Sunday.
yes, Sunday, Charlie, you will not be playing, but you are going to be around for a while, or a little bit, which is cool. We will be able to see you. We will have some. So we
So
interesting
I'm
things.
judging best paint, aren't I?
Yes, yes, you are.
So for
Yes, you
everyone
are.
listening, I am open to bribes.
Of course.
Yeah, this is going to be the
Why
most
not?
corrupt best painted ever.
I love it.
So if someone wants to
Um,
offer me free commission painting or McDonald's, Lorcana
anything
cards, I'm open to a couple of packs here and there. Just slip it. Yeah.
that could you could probably for if you are listening and you want to win the best paint, you put your army on top um, Lorcana cards, and then it will be sweet as.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, that's one thing. The other thing is that you brought some stuff um, for us to do in the future, near future, a little bit of giveaway. So you have
Yes.
some WTC merge, objective markers from WTC, and some dice from WTC, if I'm correct.
Yeah. So I've bought some, yeah. So there are a couple of different objective marker sets, one from last year, one from this year. They've got the WTC logo. They look quite nice. They're quite thin. I don't think they're neoprene. They're more of a plastic kind of material, but super thin. So really
Yeah.
like nice little memento. Um, and yeah, I bought a few of the different sets of dice, like 5 dice per color set. So yeah, we'll be giving some of those out. Yeah, we'll have a chat around how we want to get those
Yeah, we
to our
will do a
listeners and
giveaway. Yeah,
event
we will
attendees.
do, yes, as more like we probably will do giveaway for people that subscribe to the channel and comment and follow to pretty much give the people that has been with us a little bit something back. Same with some of the tactical Chile dices and the tactical Chile objective markers that will be there for the giveaway. And hopefully next week they are up in the website, Corellian Factory website, for the people can buy them. But I have not done it yet because I was waiting for you to come back and to see how we are going to approach things with the giveaway. But now that we have that sorted, that we can kick off with all of that. Um, but this event, the RTT, is not going to be the last one in this year. We have lined up 4 more events for this year.
That many?
Yes, Matt, 4.
3 more.
There is already a doubles next month on 15th of September.
Yep.
We have a doubles, so that is a casual tournament. Um, no pain requirements, no stupid lists. We are going to have put an eye on those lists. So, and also on the build, on the way that you can build. No double colleagues, no double characters. That
What are
pretty
you saying?
much
I can't bring 4 monoliths.
you cannot bring 4 monoliths. You cannot
Oh, come on,
bring
man.
the 20 something rights. No, or instead of having the Thunderwolf Cavalry 1824 Thunderwolf Cavalry, you can't. You can't.
Do we own that
Um,
many Thunderwolves together?
yes, I own them by
I might have
myself.
to by yourself. Why do
Yeah.
you have so many?
I don't know, man. I just yeah, I own a lot the old models that I bought, so I have some of them that I don't use it, and I bought the new ones. So yes, and if it's not enough, I can 3D print me more.
True.
Easy. So yes, we are going to have that double. So please,
That's the 15th
um,
of September.
yes, 15th of
Yeah.
September, Sunday, 1 day, 3 rounds. And please sign in and yeah, just come and enjoy. There's going to be prizes for first place, second place, third place, best paint by himself, and best ball as a pair. And some sport prizes, of course, as always. That will be at Spellbound. So we are expecting to have
About 20
20
teams.
teams.
Yeah.
Yes, 20 teams. So we have enough space. We don't want to. We could go higher than that, but I think we try to keep it. Yeah, avoid the bump to bump situation.
That's the best
Um,
part.
West part. Then we have in the pipe a GT, a second GT. We have a name for that one, and you love it.
The spice
The
must flow.
spice must flow. Yes, we have the graph. We have pretty much everything. We are just trying to log the venue because we want to try to do this big one. We want to try to go more than 24 people. We want to go for hopefully 30 plus. That's the aim, Charlie, if I'm right.
Mhm.
Yes. The dates are fixed. Do we tell them the date anyway so they can save in the calendar?
We should probably lock in a venue first, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's
that
true.
might change. Yeah.
I think the date will not change regardless, because if we don't lock the big venue, we still will do it as Spellbound, but regardless of that, but that's all good. but is in that one is in October. Okay,
Yeah. So it'll be a
save it in October.
2 day 5 rounds WTC format. Paint
Correct.
required.
Paint required.
We do have some
That's
standards.
yes for GT. Yes, paint
Yeah.
required.
I may need to paint up 15 Deathwing Knights just to play you, Pato, but
Why not? Let's go.
why not?
Then we have in November, the first weekend of November. This is pretty much new.
In
We have the venue.
collaboration with our good
We
friends.
have the venue. We have the numbers. We have everything. It's in a collaboration with the Hamilton Immortals. So we'll not be here in Auckland. We'll be in Auckland. Sorry, Hamilton. It's a 2 day event, but it's a regular event, Charlie.
No, it's the Bring Your Friends event.
It's a bring your friends. How many friends?
4 friends.
4 friends. It's you plus four. Guess what? Yes, we are going to do a tactical Chile teams event. We decided to go to do a teams because we love the format. People, it's actually liking this, and we know that our friends from Kraken Wargaming run 2 teams events a year. They run the Warp Wars and then they run NCTC. We have Properly Cooked running some teams in Wellington that we will talk about that next week. Don't worry, we are going to cover that event. We have been very tired and working lots, so that's why we had this week break. Um,
Well, it's because you keep going, Charlie, we should record, and I'm just sleeping.
yes, I know. Charlie was coming back. The yeah, you had that jet lag that didn't
I need
help
my
you.
14-hour naps.
Yes, correct. So teams event, we will going up to 12 teams. It's going to be, of course, 2 days. We are going to do 12 events, 12 teams, sorry, so we can have pods because people really like pods and apparently it's really cool. So we have more experience with that system that was introduced on World Wars and people love it. Preparation for next year teams for that Kraken will run. So for us will be our first and Hamilton Immortals was wanted to run one team event. I will tell you probably since Kraken started to do their own teams. I was in the executive group at that time when Ashley was president, and they wanted to run one, and Ashley was like, "Okay, cool, we will run it maybe next year. Let me grab some. We need to have terrain. We need to do all this stuff, so we need to prepare." And never happened, never happened. And now we talked with Chris Hamilton, and the Immortal still had they still had that uh, you know ache for doing teams, and we were like, well, let's do it together. We have the event, we have the terrain, and you have the space. And whoever has been in OTT, whoever has been in Habitat Immortals at the Cozy Club, it is a fucking lovely venue. You have the bar on side, you have the kitchen. They prepare amazing food. You can order before. You can order before, so when the round is over, you go there. The food is ready for you, waiting. Grab your beer and just
So,
yeah.
so Captain, how drunk can I get at this event?
Ooh, drunk enough to not lose, to bring
Drunk enough to
points.
not. That's very drunk.
It's up to how much. I cannot get drunk because last time that I did that, I I brought
Yeah.
donuts for the teams,
Or,
and
or
that was
no,
fiend.
we do it WTC style. We bring bottles of vodka for the pairings
Ooh.
process. We do a
I
shot
can
after
bring
every defender goes up.
cool. I can bring rum or pisco. That is a Chilean drink. That is a spirit.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very. I can bring pisco. So we can do. It's Chilean. Chile. Chilean. That works. We will bring pisco. Excellent.
So, so the WTC team pack had pairing cards, had your badges, and it had a set of shot glasses. So I'm thinking tactical chili
I got
shot
Chile
glasses.
classes. Excellent. I will start working on that. I'm the person in charge of merchandise.
Yeah.
I will do that. I
No,
will
but
do that.
I think it's really cool because obviously teams started basically in Auckland with the Kraken lads running all
Yes.
tours, and now it's very established. We've got lots of people interested in teams. Wellington has been doing it a couple of years now. Um, and it'll just be really good to see if we can get more teams events around the country, more
Yeah.
localized into the other sort of regions,
W-
because that would drive overall kind of people that want to play competitive teams, and hopefully we get a
Yes.
larger pool of candidates that want to
For
do something
that
like
NCTC.
WTC, NZTC,
Yeah.
WTC, and move up ANZTC, things like that.
Yes.
Uh, Slowly go into eight mans. Um, yeah, it's just fantastic. And then because in France they've got 1,500 players in their teams league. They have three separate leagues. It's 1,500 players
1500.
and then they actually have a ladder system. So you bring four friends, you register a team, you start at bottom of League Three, and you move yourself up. And then at the end of the season, the top team forms the core of their WTC team and starts the selection process. So
Holy
Poland has similar.
macarons.
Poland, there's a national league where everybody moves up, and the top of the ladder at the end of the season is the WTC captain. We don't have anything like that because we just don't have the number
That
of
is
players. So it's
crazy.
really, really good to see bring more and more people in. Yeah,
Yes.
and teams is
What I
by
like
far the
from
best format,
Yeah,
right?
what I like from Hamilton, and I always have said this, is this that is central. So people from Auckland can go there. It's very easy to go, even if you want to drive back and forwards.
Yeah,
Uh, you get closer to Rotorua,
Tauranga, Palmerston North, right?
Tauranga,
Yeah,
Palmerston North. Even Wellington is less hours driving to get into there. And I guess in accommodation, probably is cheaper accommodation in Hamilton than in Auckland. That's for sure.
are we all staying with
But
Jonty? Like,
yeah, 100% we're staying at Johnny's. Or Josh. Josh
or
has a big
Josh?
house. Yeah,
Uh,
big
we'll
house.
just invite ourselves
Um,
over. Yeah,
if Ryan can do it, why we can't? But I
that
don't see
reminds
why
me, I
not.
need to get a lock for my gate.
Yes, you need to. Because your dog is not going to save you
Oh no, no.
at all. So that is one thing. That's a team event. After the team events, that is going to be the date is locked. That is on the first weekend of
November, the
November, as I
third
said.
and fourth,
So that is the third and second and
second and
third.
third.
Two,
Okay.
yeah, second and third of November. So lock that date. And then in December, we are going to have another doubles for the end of the year. Will be Santa and Chile, something like that. Seven will be on the 8th of December. So that's the first weekend of December. Well, technically the 1st of December is the first weekend, but it is too short. So 8th of December, we play a couple of Warhammers doubles, and then we go with holidays, and we we will not stop, Charlie. We will need to work in the 2025 calendar.
Yep.
Um,
So
Good
just
things
yeah,
are will be coming.
for our listeners, what we are working on is a proper event calendar. So getting somewhere where you can find all of our events in a single easy place, and maybe do some shout outs and advertising from other events as well, just to make sure we have
Correct.
kind of a New Zealand event calendar. You've got lots of choices. Um, and just being probably a bit more structured with how we're running things. We've been doing this for how many months now? Maybe 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a bit of experience now, so yeah, try and get a bit more structured and bring a bit more variety into our events as well. So let us know if you've got any ideas, any types of events you want to see. I still
Yes.
think we should do the random draw army event where you go in and you get assigned an army that someone else has written, and see how far you can go with that. Or the
That
random
is
doubles
crazy.
partner, that's I
Yes,
still like that
random
idea
double
too.
is cool. I have played that. People don't. It's kind of it's skeptical to that, but I have played and it's quite cool. And it's
It's
like,
like speed
I
dating with Warhammer.
yes, pretty much. And normally the idea of that is you pair you have two pools of player, the more experienced player and the more newy player. So you pair from there, so you don't get two jaunty playing with somebody from WTC team, and then they get to smash you. You get that. So the new players also get a little bit of um, that experience and the knowledge of why we're doing things. It's quite cool. I have had that, and yeah, I really enjoy it. But yes, we will try to bring a calendar. We will try to bring a kind of a circuit, let's call it. It's kind of like um, a whole year. Hopefully, we can do something like, as you were saying, a ranking. We have a lot of ideas. We have up to the end of the year to work it out and then announce. Uh, we most likely will have a website as Tactical Chile, where all this information will be, where you will find playlist packs, mission packs and stuff that is going to be your one-stop place to get your things. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of work. Charlie is going to do it all.
I mean, you've seen my painting skills. You think my website skills are better?
No, no, we probably will call Daniel Lister to help us with the bloody website, man. Don't trust neither you or myself, man. I don't
Oh.
know how to I don't know how to combine colors. I need to all my closet is black and dark colors because I cannot do
I mean, I'm
correct
I'm
mixing.
happy hosting the website. I know how to do that.
Oh, I can do that too. That
Easy.
at least we know that technical part because we are
Yeah.
all both IT. Part of that. Yeah, 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 but nah, doesn't work, man. CSS, oh CCS, no, 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 not my thing. Yeah, no. So yes, thank you for stay tuned. We are going to be, as Charlie says, um, um, pushing forward for a lot of initiatives. If you have ideas, if you think something that you want to see around, let us know. In the past, for example, let's just an example. In the past, I ran not a league, I ran a campaign, narrative campaign in Hamilton. Was really cool. And the best part of that is every time that you play a battle, we encourage you to write uh, narrative in a narrative way what happened in the battle. So that was adding to a document. So then you at the end of the campaign you have a full history of what happened on the battle. It was really cool. There was a lad in Hamilton playing orcs that the stories um, that person wrote was incredible, man. That's like I was reading a book from bloody G Dab. Was crazy. So well,
Yeah. Cut me
door is
out.
open.
I've tried that. Not really my thing.
It's not
Not
for
that I don't
everybody,
want to
bro.
do it, I just can't.
I know it's not for everybody. I try to do it, and every time that I read my stuff sounds in my head sounds very childish and it's very dumb and clumsy. I think, and some people say, "Oh, dude, it's quite cool the way that you wrote the stories." Like, okay, cool.
Well, what are you gonna write? I went first. I ran 19 inches and charged someone.
Pretty much. Now, let's you invent name to people, the characters in your army for sergeants and I don't know. It's cool.
Swifty the Thunder Wolf ran really fast and bit someone in the face. Turn one.
And did wow wolf.
Wolf
That's
of
pretty
Death
much
Wounds.
dead ones. Yeah. So yes, but yeah. As always, please subscribe to the channel. Also, we have a Facebook. Follow follow us in Facebook. That will be uh, will make us grow, allow us to do more things because when you have more followers, you unlock certain things. So that will be cool. Charlie couldn't do any live from Facebook because we didn't have enough likes in our website in Facebook, which is a shame. He tried. I will defend you, Charlie. You tried to do it, but you couldn't. So
That's all right. I got to do
this
it as Team New Zealand instead, so
I know, but still sad, I
I
would
still got
say.
to go on camera. Just
I know. We will collide all those videos and put it on our website. Anyway,
no, that's Team New
it's,
Zealand.
well, it's your face, man. You are
Uh,
tactical chili face.
uh,
Cool, Charlie.
you're gonna pay
Well, I
me.
think that is yes, that is all for today.
Yep. But we are
Next
back. We're back recording. So after a little
yes,
short break, and we'll be
next
resuming with
week
our regular
we
cadence.
yes we next week probably will releasing 2 episodes straight away because we can and because you want. I'm pretty sure you want, guys. Yeah, so good to see you back, Charlie. Good to see that you enjoy a lot over there. It is quite cool. And I'm really, really wanting to hear more about that experience, yours and the other people from Team New Zealand.
I mean, we could probably do an episode just on the different Belgian beers I tried, but I don't know how many people would be interested in
I will bet you that lots.
that.
Starting from some locals that they love beers more than they like playing Warhammer.
Oh, sounds good.
Cool, bro.
All
Thank
right.
you to everybody to stay up to this point. Good night, and yeah, see you around, Charlie. Stay spicy, man.
Stay spicy.
Stay spicy. Um, how do I? Sorry. Now I'm the one that I don't know how to turn
Oh,
this off.
learn to use your software, Pato.
Ah, damn it, man. See ya.